Yes. Ja, team is welkom op onze wekelijkse Sunday teamtraining. Super dat jullie massaal aanwezig zijn. Bijna 40 mensen, leuk op dit zomerweertje sowieso. Mensen die nieuw zijn, welkom uiteraard op onze teamtraining. Mensen die al wat langer meedraaien, uiteraard ook welkom. Ik heb vandaag wij hebben liever mega toppers in huis gehaald. Ik ben echt super excited om ze jullie straks voor te stellen. Goed, maar eerst en vooral praktische info. We hebben ook een berichtjesbox hier op Zoom. Zet eens in de chat mensen één ding waarvoor je momenteel dankbaar voor bent. Het kan uiteraard het weer zijn, het kan geluk, liefde, je gezondheid. Zet grateful, iets waar je grateful voor bent in onze box alsjeblieft. Ja, super Marco en Elisabeth, leuk. Balance zegt Ela, being rather than doing. Gezin, quality time met mijn dochter, leuk. Quality time met mijn familie. Inderdaad, dat je binnenkort niet meer mag werken op zondag is dat wel. Ja, absoluut. Gezondheid en mijn gezin. Ja. Oh, you sexy people. Ja, superleuk, Nick, absoluut. Want inderdaad, bij Ashidenics hebben we niet alleen de gezondste mensen, maar inderdaad de knapste mensen. Dat is een feit. Dat is iets wat boven water staat. Goed mensen, voordat ik onze mega powerkoppel uit de States aankondig, ons magisch duo, ja, wat praktische info. Voor komende week, u weet, of misschien ook niet, maar we doen iedere maandag, dat is morgen trouwens, Money Monday, een webinar specifiek voor de mensen die zeggen, ja, ik wil toch eens kijken wat de opportuniteit te bieden kan hebben voor jouw prospects. Uiteraard, ja, wees er zelf aanwezig, het is altijd leuk om dingen bij te leren, sowieso. Dus Money Monday om 8:30, iedere maandag trouwens. De link die komt ook in de groepen terecht. Als je het niet weet, dan stuur mij maar gerust of naar de coaches. Dinsdag, dan gaan we opnieuw van start met corporate door Marcel met een aantal trainingen. We gaan 6 trainingen geven op verschillende data. Ja, dinsdag gaat het over network marketing. Waarom zou je joinen met network marketing? Ik start zelf aankomende dinsdag om 7:30. Dus 7:30. Waarom network marketing? Er komen andere toppers uiteraard aan beurt. Kelly Verlee zal uiteraard ook training geven. Ik weet dat Dominique erop staat voor social media. Sander komt aan beurt. Tommy Nester, als ik me niet vergis, Tom Barendrecht. Dus ja, een aantal planners uit Nederland en België die geven de komende weken leuke training. Mensen, altijd opnieuw hetzelfde. Het is de bedoeling dat je uiteraard zelf aanwezig bent en uiteraard jouw mensen, jouw team erop krijgt. Ja, 7:30, 7:30, Carmen, klopt. Dus dit voor dinsdag. Woensdag uiteraard standaard doen we Wellbeing Wednesday. Voor de mensen die zeggen, ja, ik heb een prospects, maar ik weet nog niet perfect hoe ik collageen, performance en weight loss uitleg. Wij voornamelijk met alle dank aan Caroline, Willem Lange ook, Lisanne die regelmatig de Wellbeing presenteert. Dus als je zegt, ik heb mensen die uitleg willen over de producten, woensdag Wellbeing, 8:00, altijd woensdag. Je kan je mensen uiteraard uitnodigen voor deze webinar. En dan uiteraard zondag om 8:00 zijn wij op Post Nederland-België. En straks aansluitend om 9:00 Zek en Ien voor het Europese team. Goed, dat naar calls toe. Mensen, het is de laatste dag van de pools voor mei. Ja? Dus als je zegt, ja, ik moet nog iemand inschrijven voor de manager pools, director pools, executive pools, dan is now is the time. Ja, we hebben nog een paar uur tijd. Het loopt tot morgen nog 6:00, want het loopt tot Amerikaanse tijd. Als je zegt, ik moet nog iemand inschrijven, ik moet nog een rank advancing doen, ik moet nog een consultant maken, dan is now is the time. Vanaf morgen begint de pool van juni. En dan loopt de pool voor 5 weken, want weet, of misschien ook niet. Maar telkens zijn de pools 4 weken, opeenvolgend 5 weken. En het begint het cyclus opnieuw, dus 4, 5 weken. Dus de pool van juni is net iets langer dan die pool die net geweest is. Voor de mensen die onder ons executive zijn, weet als je tot 3-star executive, dan moet je sowieso 40 leader in action pointen hebben, dus 40 shares om in aanmerking te komen voor een extra bonus uiteraard in die pool. En moet je 3 weken paid as zijn, dus 3 van de 4 of 3 van de 5 weken paid as executive om inderdaad mee te doen in de pool tot 3-star. Mensen die hoger zitten, 4-star liever en above, die moeten 45 leader in action pointen hebben en die moeten minimum 4 weken, dus 4 op 4 of 4 op 5 voor paid as executive om mee te doen in de dat naar laatste dag voor de pool van mei. What else? Ja, uiteraard voor de mensen die in de running zijn voor Orlando, Global Celebration, dus het globale event die doorgaat 11 tot 15 augustus in Orlando, Miami, uiteraard Amerika. Het zijn de laatste uurtjes. Vandaag stopt deze challenge, deze rally, tot en met 22 mei. Dus mensen die zeggen, ja, ik wil erbij zijn. Ja, uiteraard, now is the time. Er gaan nog wat mensen gaan inschrijven. Kijk nog om een consultant te maken. Hoezo leuk. Volgende week zondag, mensen, tot en met volgende week zondag 29 mei loopt ook de incentive om mee te kunnen doen met de Executive Dag. We gaan met Nederland en België een Executive Dag organiseren op 11 en 12 juni, Egmond aan Zee in Nederland. Voor alle mensen die uiteraard al eens executive geweest zijn, of uiteraard nog steeds paid as executive, en je status moet tegen volgende week zondag, dus je hebt nog een weekje tijd, je status moet op volgende week zondag 29 mei minimum paid as manager zijn. Ja, dus ben je op momenteel geen manager niet meer, wat eerlijk gezegd niet kunnen zou zijn als ik mag spreken, maar goed, je kan uiteraard eens terugvallen naar je business. Dan heb je nog tot volgende week zondag tijd om paid as manager te worden, dus je maakt 2 consultants, je houdt 2 consultants actief. Dan mag je mee, als je uiteraard voordien executive was, naar de executive dag 11 en 12 juni. Een weekend vol trainingen. We gaan beachvolley doen, barbecue. Marcel heeft van alles georganiseerd voor de mensen die het hadden uiteraard. Dus dat naar 11 en 12 juni. En dan inderdaad een paar dagen later voor de mensen die naar Ibiza gaan. Ik geloof dat we met 22 zijn van België en Nederland. Dus 22 van de top 40 die mee mogen naar Ibiza. In juni, hoe leuk is dit? Goed, er komt ook een Super Sunday aan, mensen. Niet alleen een Super Saturday, maar op vraag van heel veel zelfstandigen die zeggen, ja, op zaterdag Super Saturday is nogal lastig. We hebben ook een Super Sunday gepland, uiteraard met Marcel, begin september. Het wordt nog afwachten of het België-Nederland wordt. Om inderdaad Super Sunday te organiseren, uiteraard, massaal aanwezigheid en jullie team uiteraard ook. Goed, mensen, de time is now. Ik heb het al een paar keer gezegd, maar ik heb het ongelooflijke plezier om deze 2 mensen voor te stellen. Ik heb ook al het genoegen gehad om ze een paar keer live in person te mogen ontmoeten. De eerste keer was Global Celebration 2018, Nashville. Net voor COVID 2020 op Kickoff, New Year's Kickoff in Amerika. Weet, eenmaal per jaar wordt er ook Kickoff georganiseerd in de States. Een event 10.000, 15.000 associates die samenkomen. Wat wij uiteraard ook doen, een kick-off ieder jaar bij Nederland, bij België. En uiteraard het global event dan in augustus of juli. Hebben ze ook tegengekomen op de kick-off. En nog maar net zijn we terug van top achievers van Mexico, van Cabo. Waar ik een heel leuke tijd met hen heb doorgebracht. Ze hadden de camera naast mij, dus het was dag en nacht party met deze 2. Ik heb ongelooflijk respect, want de manier, je zal het onmiddellijk net horen van hen, de manier waarop dat ze een business bouwen is echt ongezien. Een excitement, een enthousiasme, een actie. Ik dacht, er zijn mensen die actie ondernemen in het team, maar als je die mensen bezig hoort, echt fenomenaal. Ik heb ondertussen mijn naam van Michael Bokhart veranderd naar Michael Beebes, dus ik ben opgenomen in hun familie. Yes, Jeff. Dus superleuk. Jeff, are you there, my friend?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hey, Juan, guys, thank you so much for having me on this Zoom. And I appreciate this business. I appreciate Michael more than you'll ever know. Michael is leading by example right now for this entire company and all of us out in the field. We just got to spend some wonderful time with him in Top Achievers in Cabo San Lucas. So matter of fact, he was right next door to us on a lanai room. So it was a beautiful thing, every morning coffee and having fun. I loved hearing all your recognition. I didn't understand any of it. So I heard a few different words. So for all you guys that were recognized for rank advancing or whatever he was talking about, congratulations on that. And but what I wanted to jump in here, and can I ask everybody if you can play full out? And can I ask everybody, we ask this on our team Zooms, and if everybody can turn their camera on, because when a speaker's speaking, we feed off your energy. And what you give is what you're going to receive in your team. So, and Michael, if you feel that something needs to be translated, just stop in and say, let me translate that.
Yeah,
If there's
perfect.
some people that don't understand something. But, you know, I really realize this as building a business is how you show up for everything is how your team's going to show up. So if you're showing up with your camera off, you're showing up not leaning in, you're showing up doing dishes, not really listening to what whoever the speaker is, Michael and things like that, or any leaders that are on here speaking, we feed off the energy. So just realize we need the energy as much as you do. So this is a great thing. We coach this on our team, and my wife would be on here, but she's in the other room in the most powerful women in network marketing event. And she was honored. We've both been honored to speak on that stage. So we honor the industry of network marketing. I'm going to ask permission in a second to share my story, but can you put in the chat, everybody, put in how long you've been in network marketing in this business? Let me see the chat moving. Beautiful. Okay. And everybody in here, whether you're building part-time or full-time, you're on this Zoom because you're committed and all in. And I just want to say, and I can't tell you enough, I can't tell it to you enough. You have a leader here, Michael. And when we deal with this in our Zooms, you hear from him every day. You hear from him all the time. You hear from us all the time on our Zooms. But you got to realize what you have in front of you. You got a person that is leading 100% by example. He's number one in your country coming over here, and he's number one always on the leaderboard. So really lean in and learn, and don't take it for granted who you have as a mentor. And a lot of you guys on here that have mentors that are leading by example, lean into them. Don't lean into the average people here, because that's too close to the bottom. Always look up to the people that are doing it and say, why not me? Why not me? Why can't I do this? So if I have your permission to tell my story real quick, I've been married for 43 years. I got together with my wife at 17 years old. Broke, moved in together, broke, had a baby right off the get-go at 17. What else could happen? You know, and then at 21 had another one, had a disaster in my family, almost lost my wife and son from a car accident, paralyzing my son. We owned our first house at 19 years old because we were go-getters. And we didn't let things get in our way, lost everything, dove right back in, got into the film industry. I've been in the film industry for over 36 years, making movies, commercials, and just overall did extremely well in the film industry, owned equipment and all this stuff. My wife's been a professional trainer her whole life, and she got diagnosed with a tumor on the end of her pancreas when Patrick Swayze was dying with pancreatic cancer and things like that. This is why Isogenics came into our life. My wife needed something to fuel her body with the best nutrition ever. We don't treat or diagnose anything, but it's being proactive in your health. My wife got in it. She decided to put all her clients, I mean, she had big celebrity clientele and every housewife and husband around the planet, but she had big celebrity clientele. I sat back, I blew up. I don't know if you saw my before and after picture. Here, let me give it to you. There it is. I blew up. I've always been in great shape, different style martial artist, 2 different black belts, boxed. My wife was taught for Billy Blanks, the Taibo guy, for 14 years, did all her videos. I blew up. And I was a skeptic for a whole year. I wouldn't get on this product until my wife said, I'm doing this as a business. I'm doing this as a business. And I went, all right, give me the box. I dropped 28 pounds my first month, dropped a total of 60 pounds in 4 months. I went from 38-inch waist to a 31. She took me to an event. I want you guys to promote events within your team constantly. Get them in front of the people that are doing it. Use a tool, don't be a fool. You know what I mean? If you let the people know where you're going, And be proud. When you're cycling one time, be proud to cycle one time. That's residual income. In the US, you'd have to have over $96,000, almost $100,000 in an investment, earning 3% or more to make $54 a cycle. So realize you can make up for lost time. So with that being said, she took me to an event. I watched Jim Coover stand on that stage and tell the comp plan. And we've invested well our whole life. It wasn't that we needed money. I understand money. And I saw this comp plan and I looked at my wife and Jennifer Trinkner, our enrolling sponsor. I just recognized her today. If you can go on my page, you'll see that I just recognized her for making over $10 million from this company today. So it shows you the power of this. So I looked at my wife and I said, I'll do whatever it takes. I want out. My wife stood in front of that crowd and told the whole celebration. And I was like, new. I was just walking in. I wasn't even going to go in the event. I wanted to go to the gym and go to the pool. And one of our friends, so with Jennifer, she came out the pool, Carlotta Davis, Michael knows her, grabbed me by the ear and said, you get in here and support your wife. And I said, okay. And I jumped in and that's when I heard Jim tell the comp plan. I carry today, from that day on, I told Debbie and Jennifer, just tell me what to do. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. They said they want 3 appointments a day. I said, no problem. I'll do 3. I'll get you 3 appointments a day. Because of my transformation, 3 appointments a day. Another friend gave me a coin, this silver dollar from the US, and said, this is my millionaire coin. I want you to, anytime you feel that in your pocket, you have an obligation to share your story to 3 different people around you. Whoever's in your 3-foot radius, you have to ask them what they do and ask them how you can support them on their journey. And here's what you do and you'd love to earn their business. And I told them, okay. So I did that and I put 3 quarters in my shoe. Oh, these are my quarters to remind me to get into action. So with that being said, my wife said she's going to retire me within 2 years because she didn't want to see me work to die in the industry that I was working, sleep deprived. And I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm saying it to impress upon you what's in front of you. Because Michael's doing it. We're doing it. I got married at 17. I didn't even graduate high school. We made a lot of money in our life. Because why? I'm not going to let that be my excuse. I'm not going to let my kids' accidents, living in hospitals, I'm going to use it as my why and my drive instead of using it as my excuse. First year, we made about $57,000 in this business while we both had full-time jobs. Second year, we made about $175,000 in US while we still had jobs. Third year, we made over $500,000. And within 3.5 years, we made over $1 million with Isogenics. Why not you? What if you only made an extra $2,000 a month? That is life-changing for families. Not everybody's like Michael. Not everybody's hungry like myself to succeed in life. I want to live a life that blows my mind. I want to travel. I want to do stuff, but I'll never stop doing this because it's so rewarding. It is so rewarding. And I got to retire. My wife said in 2 years, I got to retire 12.5 years early, almost 8 years ago now. So full-time. So that's where we're at. That's my story. We've earned every contest because we're competitive. It's not that we're different than you. I'm competitive. I look at Michael and say, why not me? You know what I mean? So just know, no matter, and it doesn't matter if you came from jail or Harvard or some college or never graduated. There's no difference of age. I'm 60, I'll be 62 years old This product works. Look, 62 years old. It works, but you have to put it in your mouth. You have to be consistent. You want to make a lot of money in this business and have time freedom and not have, when you get to my age, go, uh-oh, I don't have money. Uh-oh, who's going to take care of me? Uh-oh, I need a caregiver. I don't have the money. I have to live in poverty. You have to get to work now. This is a time that you can make up for lost time of your investments in life with no money out of your pocket. You get to eat your overhead, eat it, and it's just your time. That's all it is. And when people say, I don't have time, it's an excuse. Or I'm busy, that's an excuse. Busyness is confusion. Productive is meaning you're getting something done. So really look at your time that you're spending and think, I don't have time. I worked 18-hour days, 16-hour days. My wife worked 14-hour days. And we made over $1 million before we retired from our jobs. So what if, I'm not saying those numbers to impress you, I'm saying, why not get an extra $500 in your household every month? And just, what's it take? It's being consistent. On enrolling, put a goal down. A goal, does it happen every week? No. But those are the weeks you fill the funnel to create the leads, to get the result, to get the enrollments, to help and serve people. Don't look at this as I'm getting somebody. Look at the life you can change. Look at my life. It changed. My life expectancy out of my career was 2 years of retirement. You die because of sleep deprivation. So look at the lives that you can change, but what's it take? You got to reverse engineer your day. You look at your year, your whole year. What do you want to accomplish by next year? Okay, now you got to break it down into months. Now you got to break it down into weeks. Now you got to break it down into days. And then you got to break it down into hours. Because if you don't, you won't be at a top achievers. You won't be at, we just got back from Cancun for a mad dash here we have here. We're leaving, we just got back from Cancun, I mean, from wherever we were, I don't even know, Cabo San Lucas. And in 3 weeks, we go to Puerto Vallarta for another mad dash. We win everyone. How is that? I reverse engineer on what has to happen to get it. And I get it done at the very beginning instead of at the end where there's stress involved. So does everybody, look, I keep a folder. This is a folder. I print out 12 months of the leadership in action form. 12 months, because I'm running a business. How many people in the chat have owned a business? Put just a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you've owned a business. Beautiful. There's a lot of 1s. That means you should be doing good at this. What happens when you become a professional network marketer, people go, oh, I get time freedom. No, no. You got to be you're an employee for yourself, but you got to be a manager for yourself. You got to manage your time, because as employees, so many people are used to telling, hey, you got to do this, A, B, and C. You got to tell yourself to do it now. And when you guys that all own businesses, when you own a business, you have to track your numbers, right? Michael has to track his numbers at his gym and see if he's making a profit, or it's not worth him owning that gym. We've owned big diesel trucks with all the movie industry, movie making equipment in it. I had to see, is it worth me buying and investing and investing? Am I going to make enough money in return? Is it worth it? So really look at this. This is your leadership in action form. I'll bring it over here. Does everybody put in it 1 if you have yours printed out for this month? So most of you guys are tracking your numbers. So you can see this for next month is 0, right? We have everything written down on the back side of this paper. I'll show you real quick. I'm going to be straight, open book. I know exactly when the commission calendar ends every month. I'm tracking my numbers. This is for in April. This is April, done. Guess what? Guess what? We're like the rest of you. Look at those zeros, but we're not in control of that one. You're in control of the first column. This is your business. So you got to look first at yourself and say, what have I done? Because if I'm not leading by example for my team, they're going to do a quarter of what I do. If I don't show up to this Zoom with my camera on, my team's going to show up to my Zooms with their camera off. You know, so you got to ask yourself. And then the second one, you know, the PET, you look at it. So that's another one. Those are you're personally enrolled. What has your team done? How many rank advancements? 46. You want to go to top achievers, you have to go to 40 to 60. I look at, I'm competitive. Okay, what am I doing? So when I look at the week, when you look at, I got all these enrollments, but I must not be teaching my team to duplicate because the second column's not doing good. So you realize where you need help. So there's that one. Whoa, what's the difference between this month? 72. Whoa. Well, guess what? I was competitive that month because I wanted to be at Puerto Vallarta. I wanted to be at Puerto Vallarta. So this shows you where you kick butt. 46, 46, 60, you know, but you got to give yourself credit. If you're just starting, I don't want you to look at these numbers and go, wow, because you're dealing with a few people like Michael, myself, a few of us that are competitive. But you got to be proud of yourself if you hit 20. Be proud of yourself if you can put a number over there. And set a goal where you're going to rank advance. What are you going to do if you're not progressing in life? You're stagnant. And you got to look at what I want to do to accomplish my next goal. And I don't want you to get discouraged because I'm pointing my hand back at me. I should be way ahead. We made over $3 million in Isogenics. Jennifer's been in 1 year longer than us. Well, we are a product user for a whole year. So basically 2 years. She's made 10. What am I doing? What am I doing different? I got to change. I got to look. I got to adjust. And I really want everybody to look, and I do this all the time. I look at the team of people I'm hanging out with. I'm looking at the team of people, I'm talking Isogenics. I'm looking at my team that I'm spending the most time with. And are they just doing this? And I'm, come on. Stop doing that. Lead by example, like Michael's doing. I guarantee Michael doesn't talk and run with the people that aren't really doing much. Debbie and I, we've made a commitment to ourselves that we are going to run with people better than us. This is why I'm on this Zoom right now, because of Michael. I look at him as better than me. He's showing up on that board further than I am. So I want to lean in and watch and look at his team, look at all you guys and the smiles and how you show up. So how many people are executive? Right in there if you're executive. Yes, executive, yes. Beautiful. How many of you have executives under you? Okay, so I want you to ask yourself, because it'll make Michael happy. That's his grandbabies. When you get created executive under you and you're his personally enrolled, how does it light him up? How does it light you up? So if you're not executive, I want you to ask yourself, why aren't I executive? I've enrolled a lot of people. I've enrolled a lot of people. But have I showed them how to get their pro? You can create a consultant just by getting the person's products paid for. Are you telling them right at the get-go when you enroll them, you know, Kelly, you're going to have such flipping fantastic results. I want you to have accountability partners besides myself. I said, so who are the two people that will hold you accountable and do this with you? And I'm going to show you our company really honors families coming in together. It doesn't need to be your family, but I'll show you not only have to have accountability partners, we want to gift you one whole system. You're going to gift your system. I want to gift your two friends their systems too. So there's no excuses of not putting this product in your mouth. And I want to rock your results. Did I mention anything about business? Because Kelly came to me about product. I just showed how to get her products paid for and have accountability partners. And I just created not only a consultant, I created a manager. Because I'm helping her friends get their products paid for. I'm helping her in our country. We enroll a 30-day system and a 60-day system. We enroll a value pack and an ultimate pack. Which one do you want to get started with? These are the ones I coach on to get the results like I did. So when I can show her how to get $950 back in her pocket and her friends get $550 back in their pocket, it's a beautiful thing. So really look at your posture, and are you showcasing the business upon your enrollment? Are you showing them and saying, listen, I can't wait for you to get your results. I'm repeating all her goals back to her that she wants. It's not what I want. I'm here to help and serve you, Kelly, to get your results, physically and financially. And I ask people, listen, Kelly, I'm going to donate my time 100% to you. The team's going to donate their time 100%. Can I ask a favor of you to return the favor for me? When I get your results, it's going to make me so happy. Will you have a ripple effect on at least two of your friends for me, for my time, to pay me for my time? And it's going to give you you're going to get your products paid for, everything out of this. So it's a win-win. And I'd like the two friends' names, or four of your friends' names, that we're going to reach out to when you do lose your first 10 pounds. You know, because I might say, who are your accountability partners now? And you might say, yeah, I have to get my results. I ain't flipping talking to nobody. I need my results first. Perfect. I understand. That was me. I told my wife, don't ever put anything on Facebook. Don't put my picture anywhere. But when you look at it that way, and you get the names, and people, well, you know, I'm not that person. I don't have too many friends. Who are the two friends, if you got in an accident, you'd call? Those are the friends I want you to have your accountability partners for. So really look at how you're treating your business, and be proud. Be proud. Now remember, what we're doing, this business, this profession, I want to say profession, not business, profession. This is a profession. People used to joke about this business. Not no more. This is the highest paid profession in the world right now. We outperform the movie industry, the industry I came from. We outperform the NFL, the sport industry. Those are the two top industries in the world. We outperform them. You got to think, Isagenix has paid out over $3 billion in commissions to all of us. $3 billion. So it's a great industry. So really, when you're talking to somebody, I would tell, any of you guys, you know, any of you, I would literally say, listen, you know, I do this for a living, Kelly. I do this for a living, Michael. And I would love at some point, you know, you're coming in as a product user, but at some point, I really would like you to look at my life and what we've created in our life and how we get to enjoy our life. And my mission is to change childhood obesity. My mission personally, and this is 100% true, personally, is to change childhood obesity, Kelly. And I would love you to do this part-time with me and be on that mission with us. And I want to introduce my rock star, my wife. This is my wife, Debbie Beebe. And if it wasn't for her,
Hi, Michael. I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too.
We had so much fun.
It is.
but my wife, if it wasn't for her, I would still be stuck in my business. Because my wife, if you guys have spouses, my wife, I tried to pay her to quit this business. When I came home, 18-hour days, she said she was doing it. I said, go, babe. And then she was on the product and I saw her because we were scared because of her health. And then all of a sudden she said, I'm doing this as a business. I'm putting all my clients on it. And she trained like Magic Johnson, Brooke Shields, big name actors, and a lot of mom and pop people. And she just she said, she goes, listen, I'm doing this as a business. And that's when I went, all right, give me the box. Give me the box. And I'm like, okay, cool, babe, go. I'm thinking, let's make some money, you know? And a month in, how much money you make? She said, $54. What? You know, couple months in, I come home late at night. She's what, before we had our Facebook groups, before we had all this, it's webinars. I come home working. Now I'm having my transformation even. I'm a little excited. And I'm seeing all her clients' bodies that she's trained forever just start transforming. And I'm like, damn, this stuff's good. And then I asked her how much she made then. And this is a month or two in. And she says, $200. I'm like, you got to be joking me, babe. I'll pay you to quit. I'll pay you $200 to quit. This is stupid. And she looked at me. She stood up. I mean, I remember it from so easy, so close. She stood up to me and she looked at me and she was dead serious. And she goes, babe, I'm not quitting. She goes, this is geometric progression of numbers. She goes, you watch how many lives they change. And in geometric progression, you watch. We're going to be financially free. And that's when she goes, and you're going to go. And I was working nights. And she said, you're going to go do an event with me in Vegas. And that's the event I told you about earlier. That's why promote events, get people in front of Michael, get people in front of your teams, get people in front of the people that have done it. But let them know that you're not there yet, but that's where you're going. And would you like to join me? Because I've seen people, like I just met this Jeff Beebe guy, Debbie Beebe, and stories sell. So look at Jeff. He's 62 years old. Dude, look at Jeff and Debbie. They got into this business in their 50s and they were able to retire and make up for lost time. So anyways, you want to say, let her talk for a minute. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm on a Zoom with the most powerful women in network marketing, and we're not supposed to turn our cameras off because we're on the big screen. And so I kind of just snuck away right now. I'm feeling pretty guilty.
I talked to him about posture.
Oh, posture is everything. You know, somebody just said, I love the fierceness. You know, everybody can absorb that. Everybody can have that. And it's all about your posture. It's all about your confidence. You know, we've been married a long time, and I grabbed his face and I said, I love you. You are my very best friend. You are my soulmate, but I'm doing this with or without you. And so when I started enrolling people, I did that same posture, that same confidence, and said, look, you can either get started now or you'll get started later. And you know, with that decision is going to decide where you are in my tree. And I'm pretty sure you're going to want all those people under you. You're not going to want to join later, right? You're going to want to make that money from all the people, because I'm moving on and I'm enrolling people and I'm doing this business. So that's how I talked to people that I really wanted to get started in the business. And as far as the product, the proof is in the shake, right? I mean, it works. So I think that we probably dilute what we have, and we probably can get a little apologetic. But if you were in any other kind of business or any other kind of profession, and you really know what you're doing, let's say you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're a mechanic, whatever that is, you have posture in that, because you know you can have posture in this too. And network marketing is a profession. And I just told somebody in a breakout room that I went and did a presentation at a physician's office.
A surgeon's.
Yeah, and he was a diabetic educator also, and he tended to a lot of diabetic patients. And he wanted to make me seem smaller than him, right, in his education. Okay, but let me show you what I made last week, what my income was for 1 week. And I pulled up my phone and I showed that to him. And he said, "You make more than I do." And I said, "I know." So borrow that confidence. It's possible. It's just a decision. So that's pretty much all I got. I got to get back in there. I wish I could spend time with you guys. I love Michael so much. We had such a great time at Top Achievers. And were some of you there? Was somebody there?
Put one if you were there, please.
Tom and Esther were there. Tom and Esther, eh?
Nice, right? It's the best. And doesn't Isogenics just treat you like platinum? Like the room drops and the inspiration and the support, and Jim and Kathy are always there. They always show up. I mean, every single one of you deserves to be there if that's what you desire. But get really clear. What is your desire? Get really clear on your dream team. Who is it that you want to recruit into your team under you? Who do you want to work with? And you know what? You got to walk away from the people that just aren't your caliber. You have to walk away. And I'm learning that right now, 9 years in. Okay, I got to go.
So
I love you all.
Thank you, Mike.
That is my powerhouse. And but again, she, you know, if you're working with your spouse, and I see Kelly's husband, what's your name? Unmute and tell me your name.
I'm Peter.
Peter.
Yes.
Are you guys working together?
Now, yes. Yeah. Before
Nice.
she did everything, but now I'm also in the game.
Perfect. And that's me. That was me. So really look at, if you're working with your spouse, and thank you for that, Peter. And just, I look up, I can't wait to see your guys' success, but treat it as a profession. You treat it as a job, it'll pay. I mean, treat it as a profession. Just like if you invested $1 million in something, you'd be showing up. This is a profession that you don't have to invest $1 million, but you've created a $1 billion company that's handling your paperwork, your billing, your shipping. We got attorneys on staff. People don't get that. I owned a business, and the opportunity is unbelievable. But if you're working with your spouse or not working with your spouse, and your spouse is like half in, half out, or this or that, please have a serious conversation with them. But to really show your spouse something, this is me, because I want, you got my time, I want to value my time. And I've always known this. If I can't wait for that pay, my dad taught me this, if you're waiting for a paycheck, you're in the wrong career. Paycheck is your coin operated. I said, be an entrepreneur and realize it takes time to build a business, and you're duplicating yourself. You're putting vending machines all over the world, and you're going to get 6 to 18% of all that money coming up. But show your husband, show your wife that you can make $2,000. Honestly, that was my number, $2,000. When Debbie said, I said, babe, how much did we make? Because now I'm throwing appointments at her. And I was that guy. I just say, hey guys, listen, do me a favor, Michael, my wife's doing this thing and I've joined her and we're moving this product all over the world, the products that I have my results on. And I said, I need an email and phone number for me because I'm going to get in a lot of trouble if I come home without 3 of them. And I just asked people, I asked all my employees that work for me, I said, I need your credit cards on the table by the end of the day. All 10 of you. And they're like, no, you can't tell us to do that. I said, I've supported your families for 20 years. I said, I'm asking you to start a product and support my wife. I said, I do layoffs every week. I said, we'll decide who's getting laid off. I need credit cards on the table by the end of the week. And everybody did. It was my posture. And then the ones that did, I said, guess what? You get to go home early, 2 hours on pay. You get to come up. They're like, the ones that, a couple that didn't were like, ugh. And I said, now the product's not costing you anything. So have that posture and make $2,000 for your wife. I mean, your wife or your husband, and show them, you know what, this is what I made this month, because we own homes. That was that was a house payment I was living in. And I thought, wow, that's our house payment. This is real, honey. And when you look at this product works, you put it in your mouth, but the best product we have is our compensation plan, period, because it's guaranteed to work. It's a mathematical equation. It's guaranteed to work. You want $1 million in 3 years, this is what you do. You know, you want 100,000 within the year, this is what you do. But you have to duplicate. If you're enrolling Monster and not duplicating, you're not creating that geometric progression. And you got to think, out of 10, maybe 2 might duplicate. That's okay. We need product users. It's about moving product. Once they're enrolled, when you see a new product coming out, put it in your group saying, hey, everybody get this. It's fantastic. I have a hard time promoting the hair growth stuff because I'm shaving my head, but I do. I say it works. I've tried it with other people. So anyways, Michael, I just appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys got some value out of this. I just speaking from my heart. And I want to see all you guys at I want to see all you guys at Orlando. We'll have fun. I want to see you guys. And remember, don't get discouraged. It's like any business. Did we hit $1 million in 3.5 years? Became number 244 million. Did our business go like this a couple times? And then go boom, way up, and then go here, and then go like this, but it never dropped back down to here. You know what I mean? You got to think, it's a pretty good business. And all of us are just 2 people away. And then I'll leave you with this. We get paid to unlimited depths. You know Zach and Eden, right? Most of you guys know Zach and Eden. They're in your tree. Zach and Eden started when we started. They're our best friends. I thought Michael was there personally enrolled because they showed up, flew there. They showed up. They didn't fly there when he a consultant manager or nothing. And don't show up for you people that are doing it. And Michael's what, 13 levels deep?
20, Jeff.
20 levels deep. Flipping shot them to the moon, because there's all these people in between Michael and them that are just product users that aren't getting paid. I turn everybody associate right when I enroll them. Product users or not, everybody. I say, listen, because we enroll packs that you can do this. I have to jump on a Zoom in 5 minutes, so I'll be quick. We enroll packs that you get free associate. And I say, listen, as a product user, it's called Turn an Associate, but it's just about product users. but I want to store your volume just like a credit card that you have, that you get points for or air miles for, and you're going to get paid back from some of this products after you get your results. And so it gives me another avenue to go into people and say, when I do an audit every couple of weeks, once a month for sure, but every once a month, I do an audit. And I start clicking on all our downline and look at their downline, look at their downline, look at them, look at them, look at them. Oh, shoot, this guy's got 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 holdover volume because they've been active holding 100 BD, 100 BD, 100 BD. And I can call them and say, hey, I'm excited to tell you this, but you're ordering 400 BD with a product every month. Let's split it up, turn you consultant, and all this money's going to dump. I don't care if it's let's find the best scenarios, find 2 new people that want to have results, not your family. But if not, enroll your flipping wife and your sister. Enroll 2 people in your household. All that money's going to dump. And guess what they're going to ask me? Wow, this is a good business. How does that work? And guess what? I get to start talking strictly money to them. I'm not talking about the shakes. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking money, talking the business, the profession of what I do. And I get to tell them my 30-second story. You know, we jumped in as a skeptic. I made 50-something thousand the first year, 100-something, that story I told you. We could bring millionaires in the company and we get to do this. It tried me 12 and a half years early, 8 years ago. It's a beautiful business. You should try it with me. I did it on a side thing. We both had full-time jobs. And I said, let's focus on just getting your car payment or your house payment done first. So anyways, that's it, guys. Hope you got some value out of this call, and just show up. Michael, anything you want to say?
Yeah, my friends, thank you so much for your time. You rock. People put some gratitude in the chat, put some hearts in it, put some love in it for our friend Jeff, Bibi, and his amazing wife, Debbie. Thank you so much for your time. You're always there for us. So, and we talk soon. We talk very soon, my friend.
And I'm here for each and every one of you guys. So you're under Michael. You're in this organization. Michael is, what's your name, Michael?
Bibi.
Michael Beebe.
Michael
On
Bibi.
all our lives, I said, and I want to introduce you too. And he goes, Michael Beebe.
Thank you, Jeff. Mickey Brown here, so much for your story and for your time. And thank you, Michael, for introducing Jeff to us. So I'm very grateful. Thank you both very much.
Oh, thank you. And I you know, time goes by. I wanted to open it up for questions and answers. I mean, questions and answer things, business-minded things like, oh, I got stuck or this or that, because you hear it from Michael all the time. Michael and I hear no's all the time too. A no is just say, perfect, I know you want it, but I'll follow up with you later. Always follow up. A no just means they got on the phone with you. They talked on a message to you. They're attracted to you in some way, shape, or form. Just because they say no, everybody goes in stores and doesn't buy something and walks out, goes back later. So just know they're in my book. I'm going to follow up with Peter and say, hey, Peter, dude, how's the gut hanging? You ready to start the product yet? You know, let me show you a buddy of mine who started when I reached out to you the last time, and he started. Look at his results now. You know, for product users. Hey, Peter, how's your finances going? You get that new job yet? How can I support you? Can I send you any referrals? Or you're a realtor now. Can I send you some referrals? I would love to get some referrals back if you have any friends that want to get started. I know it's not for you, but anybody you can support, I would love you to support my business too. Thank you. It's the posture. All right, guys. I got to jump. Jennifer's doing a Zoom right now. We got to jump on. So thank you,
Jeff,
guys.
thank you so much. Talk to you soon. And we sure do a part 2. We're sure to do a sequel, to do another training with you and Debbie. Okay?
I'll be glad to. Just let's do it in a few months and we'll jump back on. And you can tell me, write it down right now. Everybody, write down what your rank is right now on a paper and stick it right where you're sitting on your desk. Stick it. Write your next rank, you're going to hit it, and how many you're going to create an executive. How many managers, from 2 months from now, how many consultants you're going to do? Put a goal down. How many managers, how many directors, and how many executives? And who are the 2 people you're working close with? Pick only 2 that are ready to run. The rest of them will suck you down the rabbit hole and waste your energy. All right, guys. Love you. See you.
Take care, Jeff. See you soon.
Bye, bye.
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 Mensen, dikke merci om onze teamcall te volgen. Echt, ik vond het super de max om die 2 magische mensen op de teamtraining te hebben. Als je nog zin hebt, om 9 uur, dus nu, zeg en niet, nog een half uurtje voor Europa. Maak er een topweekje van. Tot snel. Groetjes. Hoi, hoi.